Hello, I'm Stephen Mason and welcome to the audio commentary for Speed 2 Cruise Control. I'm pressing play now on DVD. I've just recorded Speed 2, just recorded Speed. It's the first time I'm ever doing one back to back. There's going to be an outtake, or there was an outtake at the very end of the Speed one, there'll be an outtake at the end of this one. I've just been looking in the camera at how swollen my cheek's getting and how black. I love how that's actually 20th Century Fox has just been drifted off in the water. I've just decided myself I need to try and talk as much as possible today and see how bad I am tomorrow. I've still got a couple of days before I'm due back at work. I want to go to work, back to work good. I'm pretty fucked this face. Anyway, orange font. Nothing to do with the original writer or producer, same director, same composer, and it's gone from water into the road, Speed 2, and it uses the original Speed slanted slide through, and here we go. That is not that's not Jason Patric, but that is. Straight into it, red bike. Now Keanu Reeves, I'll get on IMDb and have a read of facts, but Keanu Reeves backed out of this. I don't know if it was last minute. The DVD has a trailer and that's it. And this, if you're on a high speed chase, you wouldn't be pulling a fucking wheelie for a start. And straight away there's Mac, he's back, shaved head this time. So it's meant to be Jack in it in a way, but it's not, it's Alex. This is a chase up in the Hollywood Hills, around Mulholland Drive way. Ducati. Again, there's another fucking wheelie. And meantime, Annie is practicing or taking her driving test. You know, she lost her license in the first movie for speeding. So she wasn't a bad driver, she just lost her license for speeding, so she's having to reset her test. It's a pretty funky looking car as well, like. Mentions Jack, and that Jack's out of the picture. This was only like a couple of years after that whole like sacrificed his life to save her twice and stuff like that. It's over. Sandra Bullock gets a name. She probably got a massive paycheck. This only works that she's in it, really. Alex is different. He seems to be on the same squad. Now Jason Patric, mainly famous for being Michael in The Lost Boys, had been in a couple of things. It sort of really drifted off, and then sort of had a bit of a comeback in the mid-90s. Sleepers, he was in, and he was in this. So you know what I mean. He had that big bounce back, drifted off again, but you know he's always been up there, but never had the breakout role. I always thought he would sort of like be a star of a TV show, but if he has, I've never heard of it, you know what I mean, over here. Yeah. So dodging boxes and flying down hills. Yeah. Keanu Reeves is a big motorbike enthusiastic. So yeah, it was probably wrote with him in that mind, you know, yeah, I'm going to be in, I want to have a motorbike chase, okay. So this could have been like, oh yeah, we've been together trying to pass our test kind of thing, and he's going to pop the question. Like, Alex has only been with Annie for like, I think 7 months. She's talking about the anniversary there, and it's like, what the fuck? That's like, out goes Keanu Reeves, in comes Jason Patric. There we go. Bombing her. That's a fucking mental. That's almost like something you would probably see in Africa. Workers. Whether that door just took out that sign for the crack. So Mac here, it's like his cameo from the original movie. Yeah. She ends up having to go up the same road, even though we met her before in downtown traffic. She happens to be going up the same road. Alex is coming down. Does bang a lot of orange. Let's get IMDb up and go and find out why Keanu Reeves didn't do it for her. Sort of well thought out plan that. Get everyone out the car roadblock and he's just going to turn around and fuck off the other way. Well done. Well done. So, Speed 2 Cruise Control. It's the start of chasing bad boys, isn't it? Okay, what's that smell? You go and pick a fucking truck, that's a bomb. I love bad boys. Oof, jump out there. So let's have a look at the trivia for Speed 2. As they roll out hand in hand, pulls out the gun, puts him under arrest. Wearing almost the same kind of tactical proof vest as Jack would wear when he comes back on the boat. The original script was intended to be the third film in the Die Hard series. After the success of the first two, the script was reworked as a Speed sequel. So yeah, as I say, Graham Yosh didn't write this, but oof, 295. That would have been funny if the license plate was 2525, the same as the bus in the first movie. In 2001 interview, Sandra Bullock jokingly referred to the movie as the biggest pile of crap ever made. Well done, Sandra Bullock, for that. Gary Oldman turned down the role as the villain and to make Air Force One. A bit more comedy. How do you do X? Although the movie was close to being universally panned by critics, Roger Ebert and Glenn Skees, critic review, Jason Patrick used his entire salary to finance his film Your Friends and Neighbours, 1998. Keanu Reeves turned down the movie to go on tour with his band Dogstar. Let's talk about Dogstar on the last podcast with the drummers in the elevator. It's probably not why Keanu Reeves turned it down, to be honest with you, but yeah, that'll probably work. Sandra Bullock, the character, was not given the last minute name in Speed. Was given the last name in Speed 2. This is referred to as Porter, not Annie Porter. Matthew McConaughey was on the male charge, considered once Keanu Reeves bailed. Yeah, Sandra Bullock agreed to start the film in order of getting her finances for a project Hope Floats. So both Sandra Bullock and Jason Patrick took the money to pursue other things. So they're there for the paycheck. They're not there to be performance. Prior to making the movie, Sandra Bullock had fear of water. Jason Patrick only agreed to do the film. A major script change has been changed. However, he arrived on set 3 months later. He found the script hadn't changed and was contractually obliged not to make the film. He found the whole experience miserable and depressing. You've came in and they haven't rewrote the script. The script has been rewrote for Jack and Annie, not for Alex and Annie. So, another reason why Keanu Reeves opted out of the sequel, because he had just completed another large-scale action film, Chain Reaction. Chain Reaction, because Chain Reaction came out at the same time, Chain Reaction was a weird one. Like, John Bon Jovi and Christian Slater were also considered the main lead. I could see Christian Slater being cast in this because of Broken Arrow and Hard Rain. Obviously, two films that the writer Graham Yosh had been. Morris's boat name, the Tune Man, is this. Tune Man, he's going to pop up later on, in the same title as his car in the first film. The oil tanker is named Ellen, the Dutch hometown of Connie Device. Film debuts. Filmmakers Jason Patrick's younger half brother, Joshua Miller, previously appeared in the younger half brother, Keanu Reeves. So yeah, not much. I thought there'd be a lot of there, but Keanu Reeves apparently went on tour with his bands. I think Keanu Reeves is too smart to do the sequel. Great film though, William Dafoe. He's an amazing actor. Went on to be the Green Goblin and stuff like that. Here comes the annoying cameraman. Again, though, hitting on the newlywed thing where they're like, right, they're into the relationships. Jack and Annie, again. His name's Dante. The annoying bellboy, blaming on the bellboy, who's setting up his character now to become a hostage. go. I love William Dafoe in Platoon. He's fucking class in Platoon. He's a great actor. So, you know, they've got this option. Once for Warriors actor there. I can never pronounce his name. Again, just coming out near Titanic as well, so it's a case of like, right, you know, in Bellboy. Jason Patric does have like he's a very handsome man, and he's got that very like, he's got them very like persuasive eyes, and like, you know, that you mean, but like not seeing him anything for the Lost Boys, if you don't follow his career to this, it's sort of like, oh yeah, it's Jason Patric. But there's almost 10 years between the Lost Boys and this by this point. You can see how long it's been as well. Look how long Sandra Bullock's hair is by then. She must have got a fucking hell of a paycheck for this, like. Crazy credits. Yeah, Sandra Bullock was a proper breakout star after the original Speed. Goofs. I don't want to go along the goose. I'll spot the mistakes. Did help us out a bit. And, quick look at Jason Patric, what he did between the Lost Boys. Wow, she looks absolutely stunning there. Like, I wouldn't want to leave the fucking room if she just appeared looking like that. I'd be like, Knock. It's another film Jason Patric popped back in as well. It's been in 51 movies. Still working today. Well, let's have a quick look. I say hit hard with The Beast, Pray for Destiny, Roger Corman's Frankenstein, Denial, Rush. Geronimo, I've heard of that. Sleepers, Speed 2. So he did Sleepers the year before. He did that Incognito. I think that's the one about the might have been the one about the painter. Your Friends and Neighbours, Knock, Shortcuts to Hell from the Alamo, Prayer in the Valley of Eden. One, I can't remember that, Mirage, Losers. Oh yeah, he's the bad guy in Losers, isn't he? The Outsider, The Prince. Home Invasion with Scott Adkins. It's another film I need to track down. It's only on Netflix. I had Home Invasion in my hands in Spain last year, and I thought, oh, it'd be coming out soon, and went straight on the fucking Netflix. I was like, bastard. So yeah, back to the movie anyway, so I'm watching on there. No more IMDb. Jason Patric's obviously in, Alex is in Can't Relax, he's on vacation. Suspicious of the William Dafoe character, who's not interested in the golf but wanting to know where his golf clubs were. He is called Tiger. Lazy writing. You know what I mean? I haven't even left the port yet. I'm sure there's the same rock formation as just before as they're getting on the board. What I call that? I don't know if I was talking about Speed 2 on the Joy Mnemonic podcast, because I watched this a couple of nights ago. No. I watched Speed 2, I think the first day after my operation. I fell asleep and I put it on because I know what the film is, and it wasn't like I was having to concentrate on something. And I woke up with a fucking pillow stuck on my face, like covered in blood. I was like, pfft. So the cruise ship goes off. So yeah, for PG it's got a bit of a kind of Doom being of 12, like. He's got the leeches, there's his golf clubs, you know, it's another mad bomber, you know, who's got a revenge story that's never fully explained. You know, he lost his job, he was washed away, but it's never really, it's like very vague. I like that Dennis Hopper character is on a boat, so it takes the concept of Die Hard. It was going to be a Die Hard movie. But yeah, another good film around this time as well, on a cruise ship, Deep Rising, a film I love, Steve Summer film. Jacking in these laptops and fibre optic cables and high tech boards straight in there. You know something there, look at that there, that is just laziness. Like you're a professional hacker there, right? And you're pulling a wire straight across your keyboard. He's tapping away there and the wire's going. Like, it's just lazy filmmaking. You would put the wire behind the screen and plug it in. Sorry. Actor there, obviously on the left, famous for being in Friends. Oh, I had some painkillers when I was downstairs as well, so I don't know what would be worse, trying to smoke in every scene you're in or fucking eat. Who's that? UB40. Do you know what I mean? It's the whole band on the cruise ship. How much they get for this? Dropping the audio to 0 there because I don't want any copyright claims there. Yeah, UB40 there. A couple of songs. Yeah, I got the rep there, like jamming away. They're all there. They all get the little cameos. And there's a jewellery going around as well. I never had a thing for jewellery, like I know I wear a couple of sentimental stuff, but not to go out and pay like thousands of pounds for a sparkly thing. It's got no interest. I wouldn't go up to somebody like that and go, whoa, look at that. Yeah, make sure you get every member in, that'll be the contract. Every member needs a pass by shot. Imagine that, man is accused. Who's playing tonight? UB40. Like, fuck. If they said UT, I'd say, I'm not fucking getting there, still in the cabin. So it's established here that there is now she's deaf, yeah. So she's not deaf and dumb. And Alex's character has sign language. Again, though, it's trying to introduce characters that we are going to be. You take the whole cruise ship, you need to introduce characters like Dante. I'm like, my name's Dante. Like, it's like, right, that's Dante. Right, at the moment, like, it's all these fucking people, but that's Dante. And it's like, yeah, she's the deaf girl. She's called Emma or Emily or something. And or Beth, might be Beth. And it's like, obviously, when the evacuation happens, you're going to be stuck with these people on the boat, and they're going to be the ones who save the day, especially Dante. Yeah. I will turn the audio back up once UB40's fucked off. Jason Patrick suddenly gets seasick as he gets queasy. Again, though, I wanted to learn a new language. It's someone that was probably written for Jack, when obviously all of a sudden he's been surprised that Jack now knows sign language. I want to learn a new language. He could have said, yeah, like, it didn't have to be I want to learn a new language. He just, yeah, I know sign language. So yeah, after going around trying to sell diamonds and stuff like that. So guys, feel a bit underdressed. I think I would have food and I would just be like jacuzzi. I never really followed Sandra Bullock though. I'm not like, I think Sandra Bullock's amazing in Demolition Man as well. I'm not right quite to get there, Miss Congeniality and all that kind of stuff. Amazing that she won the Academy Award as well, like, so. Jason Patrick suddenly feels a bit seasick. I am. Yeah, he's really taking a queasy turn. Queasy turn. And there we go, right. So as Willem Dafoe's character Tiger creeps around, no CCTV. he's able to get himself into the engineer room. Sabotage the thing. He knows what he's doing. Jacking in the system. There you go. Gets in there, presses 2 buttons and that's him away. Full by distance UB40 on his Walkman there. There we go. Guy's quite a bit of a comic relief, the Scottish guy. Oh, again here, just like security comes in drunk. Falls on the floor awkwardly and slams a fucking transponder underneath the desk. It's like, can you just walk in there or do you get through a security door? There we go. Oh, it's cringe-worthy. I shouldn't have put this on my face, like. I can't lift my top lip and the left up. It's literally almost stuck to the bottom of my lips. I'm talking to where the camera's set up on the right side of my face. So I'm trying to project my voice that way. My phone's fucking about to die, like. So he's on a fucking mission, like. So he's on a full-on fucking take that. See, could little bits of that be intercut with the whole UB40 and the diamond heist? A bit more. You know, it feels like these are. You know, he's went and took out the fucking engine room. He's went to the thing, and now he's, you know, break it up a bit. Sticking these golf clubs everywhere. It was definitely the era of golfing, wasn't it? Happy Gilmore. Golf clubs. There he's in his room. Eyeing up the thing, please do not disturb, which pays off in a little bit. And he's eventually put that wire around the back of the keyboard. He's got himself a wireless router. There we go. So they're sitting watching a film. Look at the VHS player. VHS player. Like, yeah, what'd you bring with your VHSs? Probably booked to rent them. They're sitting watching an old school movie. Attention to detail, sick in the bucket. Sick on the pillar. Nice little prop there, lush. So again though, cut back to him. He's now self-medicating himself as he has a high concentrated copper in his blood, and he uses the leeches. Again, it's quite a dark kind of twist to a character, the Mad Bomber. It's already got cuts on there, so committed actor, like. He's putting real leeches on. Now there we CGI. They're going to be like Will Wheaton grabbing off his balls. Bum bum bum. Shooting away, left her in bed. It's trying to think there. Have they got like 2 separate beds? I'm not gonna lie, I did that fucking Annie in, was it Spain? She just didn't get up and I just went, right, I'd go out and I'd walk around a bit. I was up early, you know, when you're in a different country. I mean, I got up, I had like a shower for an hour. And it was quite cool actually, the shower, because like half of the bath was sort of concaved into the wall. And like the shower was like coming forward. I mean, don't get us wrong, I was fucking nasty drunk one night in Spain, like. And then I got up, wandered around, grabbed fucking random breakfast at places, and Annie got up a couple hours later. She goes, "You been out with me?" I was like, "Yeah, Annie, it's like fucking nearly 12 o'clock and we're in Spain, you know." I want to lie in my hotel bedroom all night. It's a very expensive cruise ship, that, like. It's just the shop to sell fucking bourbon and wine. Again, scenes that were clearly written for Jack and Annie, and Alex has happened to come in there with a couple of twists and rewrites. The again, going back to the speed comedy with Graham Yosh and Graham and Yosh, the writer and producer, Martin Graham. They're on about how they weren't even invited to the premiere of Speed 2, so they went the second opening day and laughed all the way through the movie. I mean, they laughed because they obviously still got royalty rights because of characters and executive things. But yeah. I think because they weren't involved, Keanu Reeves wasn't involved, Sandra Bullock was in a position where she's going to make a massive paycheck. We can't blame her. So the bellboy there was set up early on that he was a bit of a snob. Deserves to get a fucking golf club across the head. So yeah, what's he going to hit him with? Just the stick? Fucking have that. Written as Die Hard 3. I'm so glad they did Die Hard with Vengeance the way they did. That was based off another story called Simon Says. So now he's captain. Oh, crew there. Course settings. He's listening in. He's a really good actor there. Again though, could this scene not have happened the night before? You could have had him prepping the bomb, he could have been in there drunk, next thing you know he's dressed as a captain, because the captain looked bored anyway. You know what I mean? I don't know, it's just, you know, you find the film in the edit, I know, but sitting here as a fucking film critic. These fucking British Knights on there. It's in the dress. It's got a bit of a Jeff Farley look in him as well. He's got that kind of eyes. Scare him with a light, not a gun, not a bat, with a light. A light that is stuck to the thing, so it's like, don't come closer. Well, you can't get us if you can't come closer. It's attached. Death by swinging light. William Dafoe can play a really bad guy, like. And there we go. Death by swinging light. There we go, dunked over. Water. And sucks straight under, captain down. Okay. And of all the people on the ship, just happens to be two of the characters that were just at a dinner party as well. Selfie time. Time when you had this, you took a picture and you have to wait for it to be developed. That totally doesn't look like someone's pissing on them, does it? Just, you know, friendly, but then she's trying to make the moves on it by taking the top off. It's a fucking bit harsh. Uptight parents. Assholes. Number 5. Comes back into his little office, see what's going on. Temperature. Engine shut down in 10 minutes. It's all going down computer hacks and shutdown mode. Someone get me the captain. He's got himself a nice little setup there, just like Dennis Hopper did. And the girl is about to get in the lift. So the lift makes a return. So we've got another singer there as well. Again, there's two of the actors who were on the table before. It's almost like it looks like there's a lot of people there, but it's just placement of extras and, you know, the additional cast. Props in the engine rooms and all that. That looks pretty awesome. Must be really awkward to film in like some, you know, like, she is definitely a beautiful lady. Otherwise blasting the vocals there and it cuts back there and you can hardly hear her. I can't believe I'm doing 2 podcasts back to back. Excuse me. Shit, hang on. My mouth. If you listen to me speed one, I sneeze and I had a bit of a bleed. And I'm bleeding a bit. 2 seconds. Hello. Sorry, I've got to keep my mouth proper clean. Went downstairs before, do you spit blood when you go to the toilet? I'm like, great. Like, you know, honestly, all the adverts now, it's like, an advert for some kind of realization of disease, followed by like a fucking life insurance advert, and you think, fuck me, man, it's just, you know, what happened to like, fucking Tony the Tiger as an advert for cereal? You know, it's all this morbid shit. I mean, who pays for these fucking adverts? It's an earthquake, it can't be over at sea. My friend Brit just told us that she's never watched Speed 2 because she was told it was utter shit. There's probably one like good advice, like, I should tell her she should watch it, it's really good. this. Like, it's really close. All that, like, there's no like really big expansion of the ballroom and all that's going down. It's sort of like really closely shot. Blowing glass out left, right, and centre there, like. Just seems really like. Here goes a bit of first CGI underwater scene. Doesn't look bad for the mid-90s, does it? Need a force just like just waiting for it to go over. You know, it's not like massive scale shot. I mean, okay, there, but it cuts straight to her. It keeps panning around on actors you've already seen. He's such an angry guy. You are now the captain, mate. And here it goes, you know. I am the captain of the ship, get off it. And it would rain. Of course it would. It's meant to be a Caribbean cruise, but it would rain. Let's have a rainy, dark evacuation. Oh, he's such a good actor. He's been in loads of films very randomly as well. Check out them slicks. So it's all going down, ship's locked down. Completely dismantling the ship. Golf balls and golf clubs. Ow. Sulfur gas. So coming off Speed 2, you know, it's all starting, the tax coming now, and, you know, but like, you had the elevator thing, which was really, really intense. Compared to the bike chase we witnessed at the start, you know, it's fucking not even in the same ballpark. We've got that delay. I mean, they're on the the ship, but as soon as they get on the bus, the danger's there. The danger's already built by the time you get in there. The speedometer, you get to know the characters quite quickly. And now it's a case of, right, it's all happening on the boat, but the boat's slowing down, so it's not really speed, is it? The boat's coming to a stop. So, I guess the assessor does speed up by the end of the movie, but again, the film's just so slow in the middle. Beep. Sue them. Again, it's all like a couple of the extras in the background, but everyone just seems to be like someone you met before in a previous scene. Again, building them characters, that's the characters you're going to get stuck with. Or like this lady here who's going to be a complete twat and knock and kill somebody, and the guy's going, it wasn't your fault. Well, it clearly was. Sulfur. My phone is just fucked. Evacuate, evacuate. Even there was a quick massive weird pan into the fucking light, and then already they're chucking them off. Look at that water tower, man. Automatic doors are shutting. People are getting trapped in. You're not the landlord and friends now who open the fucking doors, mate. Surely there should be some protocol for making sure the elevators are checked. My mum's just gone past it there as well. God, compared to the first night, it's the same fucking director, man. Well, it's going to be a set day. You can only abandon the ship at 2 o'clock in the afternoon after the siesta. What? I was about to say, did you not see Titanic? But this is probably the year before Titanic came out, was it? LAPD, what does that mean? It's really counting in the Caribbean on LAPD. Well, I'm from Scotland, so what? Dun 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 dun. See, the score's not even there. I would have just kept it. Dun 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 dun. It's all about a jewel heist. Evacuate. Was that guy just taking pictures there? I mean, I would be filming it all me. The problem is I haven't got a fucking waterproof camera. Evacuate the oh yeah, that's what I was checking, man. Titanic. Sorry. Oh. See, even this evacuation, it's not really suspenseful. It's, you know, the ball's dropped there. Who's done it? You know, it is a terror attack. Sure, Titanic was 99. So Titanic was 97. Sorry. And Speed 2 was 1997. So we had two films the same year with an evacuation of a ship. Fair enough, one of them was in the early 1900s and this one's modern. Both late at night, both raining. And you would think that the guy who directed Speed would be a bit more actiony and all that, and like not trying to be like historically correct. I think James Cameron's a brilliant director, but like this just flat. And one of them's going to get stuck what for a winch. You know what I mean? Nothing's caused it to be that. It just happened. The Daredevil. Gonna save the day. Let's have a live chat it on. I'll be right back, okay. Scream hadn't been out yet, so... Oh, Scream would have been the year before this. That guy's just like wandering around in the background with his torch in the air. It's like, I've got Until Dawn, it's the game I picked up and playing. It's fucking amazing, get that. Graphically wise, when you're walking around with the torch, just like, oh, look at this. Like you walking where you're, like pointing the torch where you're walking, you're just like, fucking hell, look at the graphics. So here's the last there. Her not doing as she's told, trying to get off there. Pushes in there and pushes a couple out to the death. And they're completely quickly sucked under. Dead. And he's going, it's not your fault. Of course it was her fault. It's not suspenseful. I mean, why is Dante going? Doesn't look very good as well, like on DVDs. Something about the blacks and stuff like that, and the contrast. Slow motion jump. Sliding along there. God bless you, you are nuts. It's like, there's no F-bombs, there's no shit, there's no bastard, there's no like crude sense of humour. Oh, that drawbridge has been there all this time. Wow! Fuck. All that time that drawbridge was there. There's a drawbridge. Alex, there's a drawbridge. Fuck. This double podcast is going to be painful. If you've never seen it, I would watch it if you like Speed. As the deaf girl is just about to turn into a spider. Okay. I have owned this on VHS. I've got this on VHS still. I've got on DVD. I picked it up the other day, but I love the artwork. I've probably already got it, you know. But it was only £1, so I picked it up. Again, the cover. It went from like side face shots of Sandra Bullock and Jason Patric and like splashes of water and lots of blues and pinks and kind of like the orange font to like dark blue and bulk silver writing, Cruise Control. So I remember seeing that. It's probably disappointing. It's like the like again going back to the speed podcast when I'm on about orange and action. It's like daylight. You got that, the tunnel, the orange, the half water, Salone, and the lass daylight, and it's on the DVD, it's on the Laserdisc, it's on the VHS, and it's on the Blu-ray, and then they've reissued it on DVD, and it's just a picture of Stallone going like he's about to jump somewhere, and it's not a very good picture of Stallone, but it's just sort of slapped in the middle of the box, edge faded round on a circular basis, and that's it. Credit to them, binoculars, shots, night scope, little cuts of edges, that's fine. It's night scope. I would have done with the whole digital thing. Yeah, as long as it doesn't do the whole binocular effect. He's LAPD, man, do you not know that? I thought he said let me update Facebook. So he finds the transmitter straight away. Oh, my face. He's picked up some fucking yin yang balls, and he's like, it's like, fucking hell. Getting the guns, pellet guns. There's that fucking bellboy. Leave him in there. He's a very sick boy. There's definitely more leeches in that bathtub than there were in them 2 jars you had to start the movie. About to pull a speed on the trick on you as well there, that he's watching you, just like Dennis Hopper was. The webcam there. Yeah. Tells you what his plan is there. Doesn't wait till the end, tells you now. Goodbye, Alex. Boosh. So Sandra Bullock takes over as she did in the first movie, driving the bus. So she's going to try and be like, you know, a counterpart. A bit more action this time for her as well. A little bit. Still finds herself tied up and finds herself the hostage again by the end of the movie. Again, lazy writing. Just leave that bellboy, man. Oh God. I fucking knows. So everyone's rushing around on a cruise ship. Oh my God. Ghost ship, that's a weird. I tell you what's a fucking weird fucking cruise ship movie, Triangle. Huh. Even the singers there, like that's how like the one of the people there in the live chat's the singer, a girl who was singing. And she was quite a focus when they were going around the room. So pretty much everyone they focused on, who was there in every shot, is the people who were last on that lifeboat. And it's like, okay. Whee! Shoulder pads on there. Now that's the reason this film should be in 12. Today. Just get the fucking chainsaw. I can see you needing, like, if that's a storeroom, I can see you needing some, like, basketballs, saying that, and pens of basketballs are on the main deck. And then have a cater. Again though, there's no, like, panic, there's no rush, it's sort of like, you know, the ship's at a standstill. It's like, right, it's not flooding. What do these buttons do? Proper over the top, that Scottish actor, like. You shut up. Is that a bit of food on the keyboard? I think I've got some. It's a fucking chainsaw. I don't know why they would need a chainsaw on a fucking cruise ship, like. Take your shoes off so you can give it a kick. Of course you would take a picture. It's a really poor fucking attempt at comedy, that as well. You back off with the chainsaw. She's not fucking stupid. She wasn't in the first movie. It's like a character's totally changed. You know, she can't drive. Oh. Of course, where he's flooded would be where the deaf girls ended up. Just grab her and pull her. Here comes the pain. Grim in it. It's like, right, we're gonna have a water ride now, just for the crack. She was only around the corner. just, it's bleak. Film's bleak. Hold on. Oh, she's going to be saved by the clothes reel. How can I forget this? It's like Mission Impossible, man. It was a stupid little situation. Mm-hmm. She's going to be 15 next. It's like, yeah, that's awkward. Can't be, you know. She's going to be 15 next month. It couldn't have taken that long to fucking clear out all that. Ship's fault. There's even a signpost and an arrow, man. That's where the jewels are kept. It's not like Fort Knox. Alex finds the girl. The mother, of not the child, runs down with a towel. That's not her parents, is it? No. Okay. Was the actor not available that day? A mad bomber has took over the ship. You'd have a bit more sympathy for her. You know, she has been on a bomb. She has been on a bus and a train with bombs. She is the expert out of the couple. Diddlin, 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 diddlin. Horrors. Okay, I need to pass wind. I need to go and check myself. I've been sitting there for ages. It's not wet, it's fine. Sorry. Oh, he's even got a hand timer. Trigger release. Fuck me. He's a fucking creep when he does that, like. Oh look, he's got a fucking Nintendo Power Glove. Yeah. Oh, see, he's even got a spook on the TV screens. Okay, he's fucking got a creepy face, man. Wonderful. Proper creep. So yeah, it's been weird. I have like, I mean, it's been 6 or 7 days since I did the John Mnemonic one. I spent most of the week in bed. Film wise, Speed 1 and Speed 2, Intruder with the audio commentary. I've slept a lot, like literally out. I watched NXT Brooklyn last night. Trying to think what else I've watched. Red Scorpion. I was a bit confused by Red Scorpion when he makes the escape and they're in the truck. And Tutti Frutti comes on and like fucking blasts, and it's meant to be a serious action scene, but you can't help being like taken as a fucking comedy. I was like, what the fuck's going on there? But for being off for these 6 days now, and I've only watched like less than 5 films, it just shows you how flat out I've been in bed, just like, ugh, like the last time I was off, I mean, early on in the year, I was off work for 2 days. That's a pretty cool stunt. I was ill, and it was related to my face, and I pretty much, because I've got like this fracture up my face, I had this massive sinus infection, and I was just totally burnt out. I was in bed for 48 hours plus. Like, I didn't leave bed, and I watched 12 films. Like, literally, I've got a shelf in my room of all the stuff I've watched, or like sometimes fancy watching, or like I'm going through stuff and like it's all the new stuff, and that's the stuff to watch. Not seeing it, watch it, you know what I mean, and file it away or whatever. And I just literally just grabbed films, and this time I've literally just been flat out. I haven't been sleeping well. I have watched Justice League and Arachnophobia. I watched them on in my living room. I just recently got Sky Movies, so it's a starter package to Sky. I don't know why, but anyway. Again, there's no suspense here. I'm not like, it's just been a nice explosion, but he's now trapped behind the door. It's just... spray can of deodorant. There's that wine shop going up. You know. What's it? Hurry up! I'm just tying a fucking grenade together. Just hurry up! I'm tying my shoelace. I'm just tying a grenade. Yeah, pull the grenade out, yeah. She didn't really have to tie it down though, did you? I mean, you could just have gripped it. Where is it? It's in your hands. Can you feel it? Now why hasn't he come through the door? Is it locked or something? So we're never going to see the door. Whatever. So yeah, again, no, going for like the scale the first one had with the whole use of LA and all the locations it had use of, like downtown LA, and like using the motorway. We're just confined to like almost, there's all got to be a stage. We're confined to like a stage, corridors that look the same, and just pick up shots there of that. The boat hanging down, fills in the void. It got light quickly, didn't it? Still doesn't give the fact that you ended up accidentally killing 2 other people. She's got no remorse for killing 2 people. Oh, bloody hell, my mouth's bleeding again. Excuse me. I'm definitely on the mend. I am starting to really struggle finishing this. I mean, I've got like half an hour left of this, but wow. I don't know why on the side of my face it's just decided to glow there like fuck. I almost look like Phantom the Opera. It almost looked like I was wearing a mask. Wow, I have to remember that. I just look ill as fuck. It's the dark contrast and the weird lights. My swollen face. I'm changing loads of different colours. Anyway. Oh, I didn't even look at the binocular shot. Show us the binocular shot. Show me. Big ass binoculars. Ah, you fucking cheap bastards, man. A fucking double bubble. Fucking binocular shot. He's going to say nuts more times than they said fuck in the first Speed, and that's saying something. By the end of this movie, ow, that burp even hurt. Oh, it's Christian Slater's birthday today. I just had a quick look on Instagram. Loads of people are like, oh, it's Christian Slater's birthday. I'm like, is that how you get people to like your Instagram account? Troll people. Oh, these stitches are doing my absolute tits in. Suspenseful. That's the end of the movie right there. I've got one fear. How's this movie going to end? Right, you've just seen it there. The boat's going to crash into the submarine. So there's a blip on the system. Sorry, I'm just having to flick down my pages. Again, I just don't feel the fucking... Ah, the fucking bellboy's still alive. Goonies action figures. Paul Reyes wanted to swap his Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for Steelbooks. I've got some window past again. Is this alright? Sorry. Because I'm sitting in my PJs on this fucking rickety flat chair. So we'll get a bit of colour, a bit of going on there. He's got to go under the boat now. He's got to go under the boat. He's gone under the boat. Right, Keanu Reeves went under the bus. He's now got to go under the bus. And what's going to happen? He's going to get trapped. It's like, come on. So yeah. He's going under the boat. He's got to go under. It's just... I get, like the thing is, right, yeah, it was meant to... It was an idea for Die Hard, but then Under Siege came along, so how you know what I mean? So that's probably where it got scrapped, right? Floating around for a couple of years and then went, we need an idea for Speed 2. The original writer's not interested, you know, because you won't have to do Broken Arrow and Hard Rain. And Hard Rain doesn't get enough credit, you know. Hard Rain's a fucking mint film. And they've took the idea and then it's just messy. It was meant to be Keanu Reeves, and then it's not Keanu Reeves, and it's got so many cliches from the first one. I mean, this is him getting stuck underneath the boat, and then she's about to get kidnapped by the body, and it's like, ugh. Meanwhile, the fucking boat, which's been just tugging away, now becomes a problem. Well, it's going to crash. Here we go, another knot. Bush. Fucking, well, he wouldn't have an arm left, would he? And there we go, a bit of CGI. Yeah, I would have took his fucking arm off. You wouldn't be like trying to help him get him out of the water after it got out. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Look at that creepy face, man. Fucking creep, William Dafoe. Right, face update. It's fucking knacking. Yeah, it's William Dafoe, man. What a creep. He's going down there as well. Oh, she just happens to be bringing everyone in. Saves the day. Lush blue water though. See, I mean, they're straight out, not a problem. Where's the suspense? Is he going to get eaten by it? Is he not? The other guy's in there. Bring a fucking shark in. He's bleeding in the water. Oh, bring a shark there. No. Next thing you know, they're out. Well, obviously something's wrong. Oh, your binocular effects again. He's got a very sharp haircut and facial hair for a fucking oil ship worker, that's for sure. Are you alright? Grabbing the arm, he's fucking nearly must be broken. He was hit by a fucking steel fucking like anchor support almost. So we've got to get the shut down there. That Ed Harris and one of his oversized wedding ring. And he sticks his hand in, stops him from getting trapped. There's a movie I might dig out, like Abyss. It always feels like epically long and all that. Not been out on Blu-ray yet. I don't even know where Abyss is. I used to have like we films separated into creature features, action comedies, even alphabetical of them, but like DVDs now in my collection are starting to go like my VHSs, where they're all brick piled. I know I've got them, but like fuck knows where they are. Because like, one of the ideas was, if you see the video tower I've got in my room, it's a case of like it could do with a good turning around. Because like you look up and you go, you've got a random film like I think the best of Pavarotti. I was like, you see that in my videos all the time. You think, why is that there? Like, get rid of that, you know. It's like I've got From Beyond, and I've got like Luke's picture of From Beyond. As you wait, From Beyond should be underneath it because the From Beyond posters are stuck to the things. So flip stuff around. So yeah, it's like the VHSs, I know they're there, but like not know where they are. They started being like a new kind of pile emerging out. Wee. See, that's why Dante is so. That's Dante. We know who Dante is. Do 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 do. How could this happen on your honeymoon? See, there's a soundtrack. Dun dun dun. It's sort of come back, but that's the first time the soundtrack's really jumped out at us. Maybe a bit of emphasis where it hits. There's a big ass tank of that, like. Dun, 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 dun. I totally want to watch Bad Boys. The music. I was just thinking there, I said on me podcast, I was putting my soundtracks together. I've definitely got the Bad Boys soundtrack somewhere. Again, when you see these, it's like I put them on my computer, or they just live in my car wallet. taking selfies. So he's a bit of a flop here. He's saying like he'll follow the voice, and he's telling where to go now, completely blind. At least Jeff Goldblum and fucking Ian, well, Jeff Goldblum and Richard Hare. Oh my god. Richard Attenborough, we're looking at a map. Follow the pipe above your head. Follow your voice underwater. You just don't feel that. You just don't feel like the suspense like that. I know, like, you can't just turn a ship right or left. It takes time to like come around, you know what I mean? But all about the circumference and all that. But like, it keeps showing them shots that looks farther away or shorter when you think, yeah, you should be able to at least turn by that point. So he's shouting away there under the water. So he's about to turn the entire fan. That's going to shear the ship. I've totally got this stitch in my mouth and I can feel it hanging down now. I can feel the knot. I mean, it's still knotted, but my face must have been that swollen. It's probably been stuck into my gum. But now, so yeah, some really poor CGI. Well, you know, it's CGI poor fan. It's like the bronzeness of the fan. He's just gonna turn this rackety old fucking. So that's the suspense we've got. We're saved by like turning. It's just, yeah, I mean, it looks like there's no suspense. The end is so slow. Like the pacing's just all. I'm cringing. It's made my face hurt. I'm sure we've just seen that shot before as well. So this is a full-on CGI shot, as you can impress. But the ship's going to get it anyway. That both of them are. It's just so badly paced, that edit. And there's your paycheck shot there, and there the CGI, the boat's hitting. But nah. No. It's like the shot's getting, that's just a repeated shot from the other angle. It's like, come on. All that's going on, they can't get a hold of sliding all over the decks on both ships, and they're going up ladders fine. So what happened? Something just happened? Oh yeah, and then the anchor's going to come down and just take out the window they're looking out. And it's like, come on. This is a big budget movie, terribly made. It could have just been called Cruise Control. Cruise. There's the problem right there. It's not Speed 2, Cruise Control. What's cruise mean? Just, you know, relax. We're cruising. Just cruising. Cruise, relaxation. Not in a hurry to get anywhere. No speed in the equation. Speed 2, speedboating. There we go. Problem solved for the title. But the formula for Die Hard had worked so well. Every scenario was done within like 10 years. Everything. There's any way you can put somebody where it's like Van Damme in a hockey ice rink. Steven Seagal on a boat. Dolph Lundgren in a nuclear power plant. They've all been done. Let's see, the Caribbean, some wakeboarding. I remember playing this wakeboarding game for I think it had on the Xbox, and it was like Tony Hawk's but you were wakeboarding, and I loved it, and every time I talk to people about it, no one can remember it. Keep your eye on that wine bottle, the big one. You have the right of way there. Well, I think, you know, you shouldn't be so stubborn. You're not going to be able to... Fuck me, he's just spoke and there's been no words come out, like no audio come out of his mouth. Fucking hell, man. There we go, with binocular shots again. Another CGI anchor. Hang on a minute, was that anchor not? That must have been the anchor from the other ship. Oh. You know, scenario, it's going to get chucked and... now it's a runaway ship. Heading towards a small little town. George Lucas, get out of the way. Where's the horn? The annoying guy becomes the comic relief. Where's the horn? See, there's the tune there, and it's just like with a little trumpet. And then you're trying to build a suspense, and there's like a comic relief of the fucking bellboy trying to steer the fucking ship. Oh, dear God. That boat just exploded on touch. They have a meth lab in the bottom of their boat there, just exploded as soon as it touched it. And the guy's still trying to steer the fucking boat. Bananas. Just keep staring at it to the last second. I mean, there's a lot of practical effects here. Like in the first movie when they bought the airplane just to blow up. And if you look back there, the anchors just reappeared on the boat, so okay. Anchor's just hanging halfway down in that shot just there. The anchor's still there. On that shot there. There it is, the anchor's there, it's perfectly fine. There's no hole in the side of the boat. Wakeboarder. There's the anchor again. Just fucking... oh dear God. What the fuck, man? The boat's anchor is there. boy's just like aware what's going on there. What a cute boy. Was the boy not there when you let them in the house? You know, hi. You coming in to view this house? You want to buy it? Oh, you've got a kid. Okay. Oh, it's a fucking... Oh my god, every cliche now. Pedal boy. Oh, what the fuck? I wish I would rewind that. I'm sure the guy running back there was sticking his denture up in his mouth. Running. Of course, now I've got the dog in there. Oh, that's what the result to here. This is where we're going to get people that really, oh no, the dog's not going to die. The dog's going to outrun the fucking boat. There's the anchor still. When he said stay away from the glass, everyone, do you think they could have just went to a different room? It is a fucking cruise ship. Straight down the middle of the yacht. Of course, Jason Patrick and Timur Azura, whatever you want to call the Maori guy, is going to go flying out the fucking window. Slide down. Again, is his arm broken or not? He's got it in the sling. Cliche of a girl can't hear what's happening because she's on the telephone. The boat is literally mowing down the city. That wine bottle should have had it about a minute ago. Now it's finally gone. Then we're going the nuts again. I'm fucking sorry, I am fucking picking this film to bits now, sorry. Closed, open, like that is couple in bed. It's just let me look at that there. Entire house just flat packed on impact. Little truck's just about to get it just for the crack. Boat's still coming. And the thing is, you think that it's going to stop right at the window, but no. They realise right now that there's a problem coming. She moves her son just in time. And there's never really any reinsurance that they're still alive, I don't think. It totally took out that fucking building. I think it's a big set piece that, you know, there's a lot of model work, there's a lot of the thing, I mean there is CGI composites and stuff like that, but there's a lot of practical effects. I mean that's all real there. He's shouting 2 knots from the floor. It's still going. He's in quite a few films, I've recognised him. Dog's going to bark. Oh no, yeah, of course the anchor is going to drop again on the guy's car. The anchor that was pulled out before. Unless it was a different anchor on the other side, but I'm sure it came out the right. Of course it would stop by hitting the bell. There we go, it's stopped. Yeah, that looks like CGI. How it is, it pulls back. Is there a boat composite there into the town? I mean that's an impressive shot. I mean that's a model. Yeah, it's a model. Well, I don't know. Composite model. I think the dog's got it, the car's got it. Of course the dog's okay, don't worry about the dog. You can't kill me, motherfucker. Look at them houses, man, they're just crumbling. Welcome to the wild, wild west. Comic relief down there. We've docked. Again, it's quite an impressive fucking pump. So here comes Glenn Plummer, Tune Man. He probably got a nice paycheck for a cameo. But again, he's about to have his fucking boat hijacked, isn't he? So by this time, Annie and William Dafoe could have been in Cuba by now. I'm sure he's just hit him in the wrong arm as well. I'm sure he's just hit him in the left arm. He's and it was the right arm. It was the right arm when he was lying on the floor. Where's the continuity gone? So these guys should be well away by now. Sandra Bullock finds herself tied up again. Release. Bye bye. I need a boat. Tune Man. See, Tune Man, it's the same license plate, same name on the boat as the license plate in the first movie. He's in the Caribbean. See, that this only works as a cameo for him. If it was Keanu Reeves, you'd think, oh come on. By this point I'd be like, I don't give a fuck if Sandra Bullock lives or dies, I'm going to beat the fucking traffic and get out of here. Again, everything's so like signal flare, release, it's clear. So a bit of comic relief for the last rush. William Dafoe is about to catch. We're going to get our first plane in the Speed series. So now we've got a boat and a plane. So they've managed to catch them in record time. And just like it was in the first movie where he uses his car to get on the boat, he's about to use the boat to get on the plane, and the car to get on the bus. Now he's going to use the boat to get on the plane. I want to argue later with Glenn Plummer. Do you want to cameo in Speed 2? We'll pay you and you come to the Caribbean for a week. Yeah, I'll go. Why do people do stuff like that? Because that's what happens. You know what I mean? You get offered a job role and you just take it. It's when people don't take it that burn bridges in Hollywood. If you haven't got any expensive habits or anything like that, and someone's paying you good money, you take the risk. So he's reeling himself in. Again, it's almost like the death in there goes the diamonds. It's like the death in it's not a death, it didn't die that way. It reminds us a bit of Waterworld. It's Jack Black who dies in the airplane on that. But again, it's him getting on the train, gets in there, needs to save Annie. I feel for Jason Patrick there, like, because that's no acting required there. He's just getting fucking water blasted in his fucking face. Yeah. Oh yeah, it turns into a little... Just the bottom of the plane just fell off like that. Just like the fucking come out the fucking boat and speed. There's a perfectly designed bit of Floor of the Planet. This is a pretty... I love it how he just suddenly stops. I think he's going to get there. And it's like, hiya. Just a sudden stop. Oh, poor CGI. And now they evacuate. They evacuate because they're evacuating because an aeroplane has just crashed into their little antenna, right? They didn't evacuate when a fucking cruise ship, half the size of their ship, was heading directly for them. So just like the... See, this is a good thing about watching originals, remakes, sequels and all that back to back, because you can look at them going, right, you know what I mean? Annie's now stuck underwater, unlike she's stuck to a fucking pole in a train with her hands tied. I mean, that is a beautiful shot of Sandra Bullock in the water there. And like the bus going into the airplane at the end of the first movie and it being a big explosion. An airplane's just, you know, they're going to blow up the fucking tanker ship, and you think, did you just fucking take whatever ideas they had for this so-called Die Hard script and just, I've got a massive hole in my PJs. Anyway, sorry. And like, yeah, just like clone it. It's like a tanker explosion, like so it's leaking a bit of petrol, fair enough. I need to let wind go again, sorry. Tablets, he laughs to death, boom. CGI explosion, fan comes towards us, and it's a CGI explosion of a boat. Totally, I mean, look how bad it does when the fucking... Visually, I mean, that looks alright. That looks good. But yeah. From using an aeroplane a couple of years beforehand and it's just blown the fuck up to like CGI. And Annie getting hugged off Alex. Just like the end of Speed 1. And he us to her right there and then. And there we go, so directed and produced by Jan de Bont, and it pulls back like it did with the first one, with the whole shot of downtown at LA, the Hollywood thing. And we get a composite of the the boat, some pans back. Executive producer Mark Gordon, who had nothing to do with the film at all. And we get a bit of a little mini Easter egg here as well. Sandra Bullock, she's about to have her driving test again. She isn't Patrick. So a comic relief, but I was saying the last time, this is actually the trailer for the movie. Because I've seen this now, watched the only extra feature on the disc is the trailer, and it's this bit, you know, mixed with like last time we seen Annie. And it's just like, what the fuck? Yeah. And it's the whole bus scene here. Downtown 33. See, it's even like, it's this downtown bus as well going past. But wow, that's Sandra Bullock. That bus is going way too fast. And that's it. So yeah. So that has been the podcast for Speed 2. There isn't a Speed 3. I don't know where they could go for a Speed 3. I think if Keanu Reeves had stayed and they sort of kept it being like a more 15 rated movie rather than pull it down to just being a PG, I think that there could have been a third one, and they could have just had Jack is like what they did with the John McClane character. Yes, Die Hard 2 is a clone of the first one, but then by the third one you just go, right, let the fucking dog out the cage kind of thing. So yeah. So I've been Stephen Mason. I don't think there's any hidden bits or Easter eggs, and the font is based on the characters by Graham Yosh. Speed 2 Cruise Control. Starts powering up there. Fast. It's a bit weird to see it, the font and all that. And then the things, you know what I mean there, the fucking... I'm just going to skim fast forward through everything here. That's just seen it Jeffrey, so yeah, there's no extra features or anything like that. Anything. So I've been Steve Mason, thanks for joining us. I do apologise, as I say, I've been a bit bad-mannered and I am suffering, still medication, blaming on the medication, but definitely check out Speed 1 and 2 if you've never seen them for the joys of cruise control. Thanks for listening. Like, share and subscribe. Goodbye for now.